Hello there team, so this is something a little bit different. I've got 3 different 1v1s that I did throughout today. In between the battles I'll babble a bit about just some things I've found from playing a lot of this game today, and some of the changes I've noticed. A bit more of an in-depth look rather than what I put out yesterday, which was really just a glancing overview. Playing as Cardlin in this battle. Got over on the side here my 2 units of Mercenary Cav. I think, so this is the armor upgrade, and yeah, this is definitely a new unit model, and I absolutely love it. I'm a massive fan of, I think that's the Salé. It's a French word, I'm sure, I can't really pronounce it too well. But yeah, similar build to what I normally do, actually I think the same build as the last time I played Cardlin, just with new unit models. So 2 Mercenary Cavalry and then a unit of Tharbad Riders. I've got some, actually no, yeah, Min Heriath Archers. Decided to pop them in just to give me a little more range, instead of just 3 units of crossbows like normal. Then in addition to that I've got the Minheriath, I'll get there, I will get there, sharpshooters, and then some Minotaur Roman gatekeepers, not guardians, almost said guardians. So armor upgrade for them. I'll just like to get them the armor upgrade. I think, well, 1, I like the way it looks, and 2, I like to be able to take a bit of a beating from ranged fire. I kind of shove them out in the middle of nowhere and mistreat them a bit, so it's nice they can take a beating. Bind them, unit of spearmen, and then the standard sort of 3 pikes, 2 Greenwatch Garrison, and then 1 Wardens of Tir Gorthad. And then General is in with the Hearthguard of Ammon Soul, Tharbad Warhammers there, and the Dunedain Captains with an armor upgrade. No armor upgrade. I thought I gave them that. Doesn't look like it though. I'm sure I did. Maybe there's a new model actually, because I'm seeing they've got this like armored arms. Maybe there's 2 levels of armor upgrade now, so I'll have to experiment with that. And then 2 units of these men at arms, and then in the back another spearman unit. So it's pretty normal formation as to what I usually do on the Anduin map, and we've decided, well, I've decided to go for a sunset fight, just because every battle you go into is in the morning, and it's kind of nice to see your guys holding the torches and just have a different colour to it all. Makes it feel different. I should go for winter maps a lot more, just to really change it up a bit, but I can find the white just, I don't know, there's no change in colour throughout the ground, and I'm playing against Rune. So something I'll touch on right now. As with a lot of things, when I was seeing them in the like early, sneak peeks and stuff like that, I really didn't like the look of the new Cardlin units, with the much more Numenorian inspired. One of the main things that drew me to Cardlin in the beginning was that they were more stereotypically medieval looking. But now that I actually see them in the game and I'm using them, I'm a big fan. I'm a really big fan. I like that the garrison footmen, they look like soldiers now. I don't feel as bad sort of having them on the front line, whereas before, they were militiamen. So it did seem strange having these like unarmored militiamen right next to these wardens of Tir Gorthad. Yeah, so I'm glad. I like those changes, and I do like the helmets on all of the Minheriath units. So Minheriath, yeah, I'm gonna end up calling them Miniscarithlin units all the time still, but we'll try and avoid it. Then yeah, as I said before, the Mercenary Cavalry, every unit model change that I've seen so far I adore. I really do. So so I'll point a few of them out. I play as Harad in the next fight, so it's that's a faction that's had a serious change. So I have seen a few of the previews, and I watched a few battles while I was at sea, and I do know Rune's new artillery piece, and I do know that Rune's artillery piece is going to be a very good counter to my normal defenses. This very tight layered defense, it can just cut a straight line. right on through and really do a lot of damage. And yet, even though I had that running through my head that this is a threat to me, I didn't do anything differently. I think I'm really bad at that. Like I register a danger and then I just don't react to it. But over here we've got Rune, played by Voran 18. So some Variag mercenary riders over there, extended quite pretty far out. Eastron hunters up the front, Variag mercenaries there. Some Lok Innis Rim over on the far right, Lok Sion Rim. Some Eastron warriors, no armor upgrade for them. Oh, actually, no, I think that is their standard look. Yeah. Then the Eastron clansmen, no armor upgrade for the clansmen. 2 of them there. Some Sion Rim on this flank, 2 Eastron warriors, more again. Eastron crossbows. Some flag rim, more flag rim, more flag rim, and some Bal Joth tribesmen, and another crossbows. And then here in the centre are what is the Dragon's Breath cannon artillery. So, out of the Dragon's Wrath warlords over there. So, I saw that, I knew immediately, yeah, okay, I'm on the aggressive. I like to always lurch forward anyway, but, you know, that's how I tend to play. I like to lurch forward and then make the enemy attack me with my overwhelming amount of crossbow fire. But, seeing this, I know I'm going to have to be a bit more on the aggressive than normal, than I really want to be. So, my initial thought is come round and try to line up along his flank there. We'll see the initial damage here. That first volley, I get kind of lucky. But these Guardians, every single one of these Guardians that goes down is really upsetting. I think, did I lose any horsemen? No, I did not. So I'm trying to run, I'm just trying to do everything as quickly as I can. But I realise that about this point, I've just given him a perfect shot. If he fired now, right on down this line, he could kill off half my wardens, right on through the Hearthguard, or anything. It's beautiful. So I decided, right, stop that. And this is when I like to move around in the group formation. Something's about to happen here, but yeah, I like to move around in the group formation, but I really need to get out of the habit of needing to do that. Oh, hell, that's, yeah. Again, don't want to lose these people, they're very important. And then shots come through and they hit the guys behind them. So, here is a fight on the left that I was welcoming. You know, he charged in with his Innis Rim. As far as I'm aware, they're Lancer units. They're very heavily armoured Lancers, but they're Lancers. And I've got my mercenary cav here on the side, so I saw him charging toward me. I thought, yeah, sure, let's do it. So I met his charge and engaged him. Now I did suffer a fair bit of damage on the charge, but then I was expecting to kind of destroy him. Well, not destroy him, but beat him. And, alright, okay, maybe I just caught sight of it at a bad time. No, yeah, see, victory is certain. But no. I guess the mercenary cav are still a much cheaper unit than the Innis Rim, but I came out of that okay. I think he's lost a bit more value than I should. That's almost half dead, that unit now. Speaking of half dead, Hearthguard. And yeah, Warden's there. So this is when I know I need to get hyper aggressive. I need to be the one to launch this attack. I know it doesn't have much ammunition, but it's done so much damage to me already. You know, he's clearly, well, I think he's probably aiming for the Wardens. He knows that's where a lot of my power is, but any shot that doesn't hit the Wardens is dealing some damage to the Hearthguard too. The General is so lucky there. I didn't even realise how lucky my General was, and as Cardinal, you need your General to stay alive. And more Wardens, so many more Wardens going down the front there. So that's horrific for me, really. Bit of cav play on the side here. I managed to catch his Variag mercenaries a few times. Definitely doesn't have them on skirmish mode, which is good. I don't really trust the AI to stay out of the way of the enemy, but I think he's focusing on micromanaging his cannon and watching the left, and I was able to just catch him with my mercenary cav and cut up a few of them. I like to give the mercenary cav the armor upgrade so they can sort of withstand a bit of archer fire when I'm chasing somebody down. So the Wardens are rushing forward as fast as I can get them in there, but there's already like half gone. But I know if I get there, I can crush this front line with my pikes. He doesn't have any halberds, so I can match him. Pikes will generally be halberds anyway. Sharpshooter's gone down. Yeah, it's a very disorganized charge at this point. I just need to get in there. And as well, he doesn't have any you know, he doesn't have any, oh, the Chosen, what are they called again? Cans Chosen? Don't think it's Cans Chosen. But the exceptional sort of board unit that Ruin have access to. He didn't bring any. So I saw this as a good opportunity. Charged that. These units can really go toe to toe with my men at arms, can definitely beat my spear. And their armor piercing, so that's not fun as Cardinal, you really rely on your armor. So I would give them a good charge, did a lot of damage. Had the Dragon's Wrath Warlords killing off my mercenary cav. I was more holding them in place. Any damage I can do to them is a bonus. You know, I just wanted to hold them in place so that I could hit some people up with my Tharbad Riders. Lose micro on them a bit. Now luckily he's got his men kind of jumbled up here. I do this a lot when I'm during a sort of stressful engagement, but I'm going to slow it down a bit just to make sure I'm not, because these 1v1s do go pretty fast. Now overall, the whole front line, I'm winning. I'm winning on the main front line. He has so many troops in reserve, and he's winning on the right flank. Actually, no, sorry, I'm winning on the right flank. But I gave a quick charge of my Tharbad Riders. Just wanted to do some damage while those warlords were stuck in melee, but I needed to get out faster than I did. Yeah, no, I should have been running way earlier than that. Cannon's still got ammunition, but as close as we are, his only real target, see, yeah, his only real target are these guys back here, and he's not really killing too many of them. I should have taken my crossbows and gotten them closer to the front, because what he's about to do here is pretty damn good, and does a huge amount of damage to me. So, tribesmen, of course, javelins, AP, crossbows are AP, a lot of damage. So he extends these crossbows around the back here. I've got nothing to answer this. My cav is tied up here or dead, and got some mercenary cav coming back from routing. Tharbad Riders. Gave a quick charge to these crossbows, wanted to get them shut down, but I'm trapped now. So get the mercenary cav, try and free them up. Get the spearmen to try and do some damage while we're all messed up there. But I do manage to get this linked around, and these are warhammers I've got on his back, so that's going to deal some serious damage to him. But these crossbows, that's a good shot. Nice, up and over, right into the back of my front line. These men start to take some incredible damage very quickly, and this is not what I need. So I changed targets with my guardians. I think, yeah, I changed targets with them, just trying to kill off. Really, it was a waste of shots, but needed something to answer that. Tharbad Riders running away, 60 of them, they might not be coming back. Sharpshooters still have ammunition, push them up forward, want to just try and get a better shot, come right on down this line here. They're starting to waver actually. I think they've got the Dundane captain stuck right in there that's keeping them in the fight, but they're struggling with these shots coming from the back, and then simultaneously javelins coming from overhead. I think we'll go back up to normal speed, things have calmed down just a little bit. So I'm freed up here a bit. Everything... Right, he was in guard mode. Yeah, I think probably accidentally put him in guard mode, which is not the best idea for this point. I kind of want them just running riot, killing off mercenaries and engaging what's left of these flag rim. Not really a situation. Okay, good. Charge them in. They'll do better now. Yeah, I say I just don't think he had anything to answer my pikeling, so we're kind of, that's really helping us out here. We're 44 for 52, but he's still got those warlords, he's still got some menace rim there, and I'm out of cav. So these archers are going to receive a very nasty charge, close range volley, but no armor piercing on those arrows. It's not going to do too much. So mainly just hold them in place. I switched the targets with the sharpshooters because I'll be able to do something over there. Hearthguard, you can see they've not suffered any more damage. All the damage they've taken was from the cannon. So I managed to get a unit of men at arms that ran away, turn them around to try and take on these crossbows, but he answers that with some Eastern warriors, so that was a good play. Vastly outnumbered. Vastly, so 2 to 1. Crossbows. I have ammunition. No, I have ammunition. Tharbad Riders still coming back. Give a quick charge just to try and hold these guys in place while my crossbows and soon the Hearthguard start opening fire on them. Perhaps I should have just let that happen. Used my Tharbad Riders to say on these Eastron Hunters or something like that, because he's now got a good flank. But he's still in combat there, so these men automatically get pulled back. So that was great, because if he had managed to complete that surround, these garrison footmen, who are currently doing quite well, would really struggle. I saw a lot of those captains there alive. Good, brought those Tharbad Riders just trying to deal with this, and now suddenly my outnumbered unit is pretty comfortable, or more comfortable than they were anyway. Ennis Rim. Charging my boys back here, but they can really look after themselves. And the Hearthguard are spears and melee, so that's great. Good few stabs. Lost my guy there. These guildsmen popped up out of nowhere. I didn't actually see any of the Nathitans today. I am always quite interested in that weapon, but should have been watching out for it. But they jumped out. Are they quite a good counter to Tharbad Warhammers? But because they don't really rely on their armor for defense, it's their defensive skill, so perhaps. But still, they're outnumbered, and he's fast. Japer sick, he's a quick boy. Look at him. Yeah, he's going quick. Oh, they have increased the speed of artillery, so maybe that has something to do with it. Could be. Oh well. Again, you can see these guys are in guard mode, so they sort of come out and they form this line. When if they weren't in guard mode, they'd sort of flow out more naturally, and that'd allow me to get a better surround of what's left of these men. Warden's coming over to answer what's left there. Yeah, general just trying to deal with my gatekeepers, and you know, starting to sort of mop up now, really. The Eastern crossbow still have ammunition, still looking pretty good, pretty fresh. So it's they can do some serious damage, but there's nothing more to really hold me in place while we do that damage. And I think we'll just go speed it on up a bit now. Don't think there's any more tactics at this point. I think it's more just good. So, yeah, I was pretty chuffed. Outnumbered quite a bit, but you're always going to be when it's a Western man versus an evil man. So it's a Hearthguard. I would have liked the Hearthguard to get more kills. I know that they were absolutely devoured, but they still had a good bit of time where they were all firing their bows, about 11 men. I guess I did have them targeting the warlords though, so that's fair enough. And then they targeted the warlords in melee, so they're never really going to rack up too many kills when you're doing that. Greenwatch Garrison, Greenway. They're not Greenwatch anymore. They're Greenway Garrison Footmen. I'm going to look really foolish if they always have been. But yeah, as I say, the pike line was where I racked up so many of my kills. The Dunedain Captains, wow, that's really nice actually. If I can armor them up again, I certainly will. I'll find the money. Tharbad Warhammers, 1, 2, 3, perfect, nice. Yeah, no, they got a great flank over on the side. They had a lot more killing that they could have done. Men at arms, they did good. Yeah, 2 units. Just one of them definitely received nasty attacks from the back by those crossbows, so they fared okay. The spearmen did well. I guess spearmen, one of them was spending a lot of time attacking archers and stuff, so even though he's got the spear malice, he's still going to do okay. Guardians, they took a lot off the focus of those cannons, but yeah, I mean, the sharpshooters did pretty damn good too, so no, comfortable with that. I like the idea of bringing the archers. The main reason I bring archers is more to counter enemy horse archers, because horse archers are going to be able to outrange your crossbows, so I like to bring something that's going to pepper away at horse archers for a bit. Tharbad Riders, nice, yeah, and see, they could have done so much better. I wasted, I still have like 12 of them left, so I think it was that initial attack, that initial charge that just took out most of that unit of Flag Rim that really allowed me to win on the right flank, and that was great. So I should have done that, pulled out, come around to the left, and repeated it over there, and that could have tied everything up and made it a lot less tense. So we'll end that, jump on into the next one. So the next one, as I said, I'm playing as Harad. Here it is. Yep. So I saw a lot of Harad, a lot of the sneak peek stuff that came out in the run up to it, and I was a big fan of a lot of the new models. So I wanted to try them out, and I wanted to try play Harad in a way that I don't usually play them. I like to play Harad using a lot of troll men, a lot of the Mahood units, and stuff like that. So I wanted to try them out in a more I guess more the way that I would play a Western Man faction, or just a standard Total War game, like my normal way. So went on Desert Peaks, which is a map I kind of like. It's a bit quirky, as you can see, but it's flat, and it's flat and it's not grassy plains. So it's I like to use any map that really you don't see too often. Oh yeah, this gets going real quick, so I'm gonna make sure we're slowed right on down. So I've got up at the front, Southron archers. Yeah, I like the darker colours everything has. I don't know if that model's. I'm sure that model's changed. I'm sure it's a bit darker. The Haradrim archers definitely have changed. Yeah, they look a lot more menacing now. So I'm fond of that. Ashari stalkers. I put them up in the front lines. Now, a lot of people don't like putting rangers in the front lines. I totally get that, but I was facing Numenor. I knew, well, you definitely can do some good range stuff with Numenor, but I wanted to just have them up there. They weren't going to stay there forever, but I wanted to have them as part of the archer line. And then Southron archers there again. So decent bit of money put into my archer line, as I would normally do with a Western Kingdoms faction. Then I've got 3 Southron Warband, and then 1 Haradrim Spears. Yeah, which, can you tell the difference easily between those? Sorry, yeah. Yeah, you can. Sort of the lack of these net guards and any armor whatsoever, really. Haradrim Spears, I don't know if they've gotten cheaper, but like they are exceptionally cheap. They're like 275 now. So behind them, Southron Pikes, 2 of them. All you can get before you go into the red limit. I would have liked to take more, but Southern Pikes, I like them. They're AP, so they're good. But again, I wanted to refrain from using Mahood units, just because I like to do that sometimes. I like to play, just limiting myself from using certain classes and stuff. So this is all I had for phalanxes. Then the Hashari in there, and then 3 Dismounted Serpent Guard. Now the Dismounted Serpent Guard were kind of where I wanted most of my killing to come out of. They've got the armor upgrade. I wanted to look at that and check that out. I think, yeah, it looks great. I'm a big fan. But they've all got armor upgrades and melee upgrades, and the Shari have a melee upgrade too. That's a big sword. Nice. Yeah, and then the new unit, or at least it's new to me, the Serpent Fangs. So that's where I put my general today, because like in the same as I would do with the Hearthguard of Amansul, I'll put him in an archer unit. In the back, got Serpent Guard, War Beasts of Harad. I know it's kind of a more barbarian unit, but I wanted to use it. And the Southron Raiders. Over here, on the far side, I've got Kuro playing as Numenor. So he's got these Farazan Nobles, and then 2 units of the Romena Carabarum. Yeah. And no, I won't spoil it right now, but I'll explain what happens later. Then the before he shuffles around, because I can still do this in a decent way. 2 of these, two of these, the Romena Abarum, sort of good quality sword on board. Another 2 of them there. And back there, the Royal Legion of Armenelos. That's the same thing. And then I saw some Farzan Swordmasters. Up at the front, some Romena Nara Dakar, some spears and shields. And then the Naranar Sentinels, which we of course know from Umbar. So I'd never faced off against any of these units before. I'd sort of seen them, but again, don't want to spoil it. Something I'll point out. So I wanted to lurch out. I sort of wanted the fight to happen here, but he moves his cav real quick, and that takes me by surprise. So he gets pretty damn close, and I have to pulling my men back. Well, yeah, I'm running my archers back now, walking my Shari Stalkers. They're very important to me. So, but I get them all back, and he knows he can't reach me in time. So, but I moved my cav out to answer. Now I think I've not seen any of this cav in action, but I was thinking this music's gone, so hopefully that music comes back. But I was thinking my war beasts. Surely they've got an anti-cav. They're really tanky. They'll be able to beat cav, no doubt. But all of this cavalry has an anti-cav bonus. So I didn't know that. I thought, when I saw this, I thought, okay, that's knights right here. And then, the rest are lancers. So I felt pretty comfortable that if I needed to, I could win the cav game. So he forms up, allows me to lurch forward around a bit more. Yeah, as I say, I definitely do have the ranged advantage. He doesn't have a single archer here, so apart from the shadow bows, of course. So I want to get into a position where I can be firing off first. So he comes at me again with another one of these quick charges, and I left this gap right here. So he's able to just slip on back. I should have deployed right up against that side. So he gets these cav around. I catch them with my Southron Warband, starts stabbing away, but he pushes on through, catch him again with the War Beasts. But he's able to just keep on getting through. Comes around with the Nobles, firing off just archers. This is where it would have been great just to have a Javelin unit or two. Just deal some damage. But he comes around with a flank. My Raiders are opening fire, but heavily armoured guys, they're not going to do much. Shielded too. Poison arrows coming in. Have to answer him with the Serpent Guard. Not something I want to do for long, but just hold them in place long enough to get another charge with my War Beasts. And yeah, need to get those Serpent Guard out of there faster. Southron Warband coming in. But as I'm focusing on this, we've got the infantry swarm moving up. It's hard to, well, you can't really call Numenorian infantry a swarm, but the Numenorian charge is occurring. Now, I do register that, you know, he's just pulling back, so I need to just form up again. But I kind of, I trusted that my War Beasts would beat his cavalry in melee, in extended melee, so I allowed them to stay in there a bit longer. So he gets this charge against the back of my south. No, because I turned around. Yeah, he didn't manage to get his lances down there, so I was able to stab him a bit. I actually don't know if these men have lances. So that turned out quite well for me. But the main charge is about to arrive. It's already initiated here. So the Serpent Guard are right now doing pretty well. As I say, I've poured a lot of money into upgrading these guys, and they're backed up by pikes. So I was fond of how that fight was going to go. So of course the Sentinels are going to beat me, but we're doing quite well against them right now. Now this is where the problem was. I sort of extended around the side there, and I didn't get a proper line going. I've got the Shari throwing. What do they? Oh, they throw daggers. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So they threw those. They throw daggers, then they charge. Nice. So I got 2 throws against there. Now, damn. Yeah. No. What I should have done, because I targeted them with the throwing weapon, just in the aim to do a bit of damage with the throwing weapons. But what I should have done instead of doing that entirely was just come on the side there and deal a good bit of damage. He can do some cycle charging now. Yeah, Spartan mass route here. By mass route, the Haradrim spears and the archers. I get my stalkers around, coming around the flank here, mainly looking for these swordmasters. I know they're very well armored, but they don't have a shield, so just wanting to deal some damage. Make him have to move his cav around to this way. I think at this point the war beasts had gone, started running amok. Yeah, sort of back and forth. They're in his forces though, at least, so that's good. And apart from my Serpent Guard, even my Serpent Guard, like, I don't have anything to really go toe to toe with these units. And you know, my big issue is my only real source of AP are these pikes. You know, that's something that I definitely am going to be remembering for the next fight against Numenor. I need some AP. Yeah, it's still running amok. They're gone. Shadow Blades, so they're Shadow Bows. Was he target? Oh, that's a good shot. Alright. You see, no, I would maybe gone for down here, but he's dealing some good damage anyway, so we'll go back up to normal speed. Gets his infantry to start coming at my rangers there. Haradrim archers, yeah, just trying to pour as much ammunition as I can into this section. We're at 52 for 34 at that point. Oh, right, he's going to get a rear charge on my pikes, yeah. As I say, it's just, if I could have noticed a lot of these things going down, I could have been able to sort of turn around, do a quick bit of damage. But you turn around for 2 seconds, it means you're taking damage from the front then, so. Oh, nope. Alright, nah, they're not too worried. Yeah, the war beasts running amok don't actually do too much damage to your own boys, so that's not bad. It's not like in Rome 2, well, sorry, not Rome 2, I've not really played Rome 2, it's not like in Rome 1 when your elephant's running amok is sort of the worst thing that can happen. And yes, this is it, just kind of done and dusted at that point. I've got my main battle line, which, as I say, this is where my pride was, all of these 3 dismounted Serpent Guard. That's sort of collapsing. Serpent's Fang thrown into melee there. You know, certainly not bad in melee, but, well, actually very good at it, but they're not going to beat the Royal Legion of Iron Menelaus, not when they're outnumbered. And, yeah, I think that is about that. There's nothing really I do at this point that can be explained. So we'll go a bit faster. Yeah, Haradrim Spears come back, just trying to, you know, throw everything I can in there. But just try and keep these, try and get these rangers out of the fight to do a few more shots. But see, I'm a big, Harad is not a faction I play as too much. I'm a big fan of more barbaric units, and I think you do need to mix them up with Harad. You do need to have a bit of diversity. I'm sure you could play it like this, just maybe not against Numenor. But I really just wanted to use a lot of those nice armor upgraded Serpent Guard. So I think my main issue with this though was just not knowing that those cav had an anti-cav bonus, and overestimating the war beast's ability to take on cav. And well, I think my main problem was leaving that gap open. I think even if I hadn't known that, if I hadn't left this gap open, and faced him in a proper frontline fight, with his cav sort of having to run around the side there, you know, I think I could have done pretty well. So yeah, the Serpent's Fangs, they had so much more of their ammunition to give, and I think those poison arrows they have will be a lot more effective against a lower morale faction. So, and then in melee, they're good too. I like them. I'm definitely gonna be using them again. The pikes, the Southron pikes were where I was doing a lot of my killing. I think they were definitely the ones on the right side that I allowed to I pushed them out way too far and got them surrounded. Whereas the ones on the left were concentrated. That's perfectly how I should have used them. Backed them up with a nice, you know, Serpent Guard to really, you know, fill in the gaps. Southron Warband, I think I was too spear heavy as well. I think all I needed was 2 units of Southron Warband, and then, I mean, well, for that money, say bought a unit Trollmet, or or another unit of cav, something like that. And going around behind him with my blooming my serpent guard instead. My serpent guard, but I felt I had to use him to hold his cav in place. It's a mistake I used to make a lot of the time with Cardlin, and that's why I bring 2 units of mercenary cav now instead of bringing the royal court of House Throndor. Yeah, as I used to. Haradrim Spears dead. Actually, they killed more than these guys, so you know, hey, 270 florins were well spent. Archers didn't really get a great chance to use all of their arrows there, but the stalkers did okay for. They've definitely racked up like high quality kills there, so I think I didn't do too bad with them. I just wish that right flank had held a bit longer, and they could have done so much more. Yeah, the War Beasts racking up 14 kills is just not what you want. I mean, sure, like those 14 kills were all like Numenorian knights, but it just wasn't great. Hashari did well. I wish I used the Hashari, you know, just didn't really throw that second volley and just came around the back of his sword and boards, and that could have been good. Southern Raiders as well. I just don't use horse archers properly. It's something I will practice, but no. So they were maybe something I could have gotten rid of. That would be another 600 florins that I could have spent with something else. Then the last fight that I just finished up was, yeah, so after that, really wanted to play as Numenor. Wanted to try them out so that I didn't have a situation like that happen again. I need to know what's in these armies. Like, I don't have to be skilled with every army, but I need to have an idea of what I'm facing. So go for Numenor, really a pretty balanced army, and I'm up against the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. So I was really excited for this because Numenor being a very low numbers faction up against what I believe is the generally the highest number faction in the game. Usually, you know, you can spam every army and you can not spam every, you know, but hey. So I was excited to see how this went, but up in the front, 2 units of these Rumena, actually sorry, only 1. Yes, only 1 unit of these Rumena Bowmen. 2 units of Belegar archers. So this is something, I guess, I kind of play the Belegar. I play Numenor in a very more spammy fashion with a lot of the Belegar units, or at least I did play them today. So Seafarers of Nimdamos, 2 of them, and then in the back, Belegar footmen. Went for 1 of them there. Well, I'll actually no. Let's skip ahead until I've actually made my formation. So I've got 2 units of Belegar footmen. I've given them 1 of them an armor upgrade just because I wanted to see how it looked. Oh, yeah, good. So Belegar pikemen, 2 of them, and then the Narrow Arrow Sentinels. Damn, they look good. Yeah. Went for 1 of each of the cavalry units. I love that, like, mouth guard there. Yeah. Damn. So got 1 of them there, the nobles, and then these Rumena Caribarum, yeah. And how many of these guys have I got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've got 3 of the standard infantry, and then 1 Royal Legion of Armenelos. Let's just have a look. So that was the armor upgrade. And then this is without the armor upgrade. Yeah, so you can see they're kind of just more padded cloth there, whereas they've got, like, some of them have these scale armor. Nice. I love the helmets. I think the helmets look really cool. Yeah. Really sort of strange, but I like them. So, this is Barrow Downs, and you sort of deploy on this kind of slope. Now, this is not horrific. This is certainly not too bad, but I felt I've not got the biggest army, I've not taken up too much territory, so why not just grab my boys, come around here. And now if he deploys there, then that's really bad, but I just felt the natural thing that people are going to do is they're going to deploy here. This is a nice flat open area, you know, he's going to have a big army, he's going to take up a lot of space, so this is the best place to do it. So I grabbed all my boys, came around here, and it surprised him a bit. So this is ULC, playing as the Orcs of Messy Mountains. He's got 2 heavy goblin infantry on either flank. These guys, yeah, nice. I one of the new units, of course. So I tried to do a siege, of the Grey Havens today, but just somebody crashed out, so it's not too bad. But I chose these guys, and I wanted to see them in combat, but we couldn't. We lost beforehand, so lost connection. Didn't lose before they got a chance to fight. So I'll try and pay a bit of attention to these guys. So we've got 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's 3 of them. So it's nice. It gives the Messy Mountains something, an infantry of a bit more sustenance or substance, not sustenance, than the general heavy goblins. Black Uruks off the mountains, 2 of them there. Then some Goblin King bodyguard. A lot of people, rant about the goblin. Well, they just don't think they're good, and I understand that. But like, I like using them. Yeah, I always take them for my general unit. But people always sort of say you should use the Black Mountain Berserkers instead, and they're probably right, but stuff it. Bulk's Champions there, and then 2 units of Warg Riders. And so I know that my plan has sort of worked, but I need to get up this hill. So I grab my boys, rush, and just I want to get onto this. I want to get onto this lip before he can react. But he's pretty quick on the mark, and now I can sort of see some of his hidden units. He's got some Black Mountain Berserkers right here, and then Mountain Orc Berserkers. They're moving faster than I remember them moving. And then Snag-a-Stalker Skirmishers, sorry, 2 of them. And I think that's that. Yeah, that was all of his hidden units. So no archers, no crossbows. So I was happy to see that. I always like to have the ranged advantage, even if it means the enemy is going to be charging me, which I like. I react a bit too fast to his charge. I don't quite get. You can see I want it to be here. I'm still a bit of a distance away from that, but hey, the fight's got to happen. It's got to happen here. So I run my archers back, and I try to meet his charge with my pikes, and I do that pretty well. Belgar pikemen, certainly not the highest tier, but they're gonna be able to hold back these goblins easy enough. Slow down a little bit. So this is a big blob of my boys. Damn, I didn't realise that. I should have need to get these boys out, pull around. But the main thing is the sentinels and the pikes are really wrecking shot. Get one of these units all the way around on the flank. Nice javelin volley there. They're just on automatic fire right now, but so that's good. So right flank, very comfortable with how that's going. But the left flank, he's just got the numbers and the girth to just come all the way around me. Now this is my general unit, and I rushed him on in here. I saw an exposed unit of these Black Uruks. Got in there, focused on the other flank. He'd come all the way around with these goblin infantry, so took a lot of damage that I shouldn't have done there. But I managed to get them out. Come around here. Good old. Didn't really charge there, but give a few swings. Need to get them out again. I'm getting too deep with my cav, and I want to just chase away these units as they routed, because these guys are going to come back. It's over 100 men, so many. I like the Mountain Orc Berserkers because they, they inspire and everything like that. So, but with Bulls Champions there, these guys are not gonna stand long. They're gonna take some serious damage even with their anti-cav bonus. Well, dish out a bit, but what I want to do is get back to these Seafarers and Mendamos, and fight alongside them with their javelins coming at me. Some units in reserve here just blobbed up. The fight is pushed past them, so I was glad for that. Should have grabbed one of these units very early, come around here, because as I say, he's got the flank. And he could be punishing me a little bit more, to be honest, if he was running some of these units around. but gratefully he's not. Seafarers are now Damos. Ah, damn. Are they in guard mode? No, they're not. Hell, yeah, so. But he doesn't want to stay in combat with them for long, so he gets back. Belgar archers were going to be running here to take a position to fire on the side, but pulled them back. I get the nobles around. I believed that nobles could probably take on warg riders and melee, especially with the seafarers down there, giving them a little bit of assistance. So go back up to normal speed for a bit, I think. So the right flank is pretty comfortable. As I say, wherever my pikemen are, I'm doing quite well. These skirmishers, he waited until the right moment to use them, so they've started to rain hell down on me. I don't have anything behind his lines to answer them. Seafarers on the left here getting surrounded. They're not really made for this sort of fighting. They of course have used up their ammunition. But what I was quite happy with was these archers here have a good shot. This is what I like about fighting on hills sometimes. You know, the enemy can be uphill to you, and of course they're getting an advantage based on that, but you can have your archers down here shooting like straight up at them. So I've got these Romena bowmen doing the same there. And of course their shots are going to be doing a lot more damage. So that's really messing people up there. Yeah, the warriors are getting beaten back by the seafarers. You know, wargs not really having any charge. You know, it's tough to deal with infantry. And the Belgar footmen getting thrown in on the side here too. And of course my nobles. See a lot of dead nobles here for fighting both champions, but what have I got these archers firing? I'm not really seeing. Oh, the issue is a lot of them aren't firing. I think I've got them shooting at the. I think I had them targeting both champions. Ah, damn! Yeah, I should have grabbed them. Had them shooting this blob. He gets this unit of wargs in around my back, and I don't like that. So I think, right, I can deal with these wargs with my nobles, but I miss on. There's so many. There's 68 guys up there, you know, and I've only got 19 men, so it was a bit foolish of me. But I go in for a charge, want to just start cutting through these guys. And oh, look at my nice golden boy there. Wow. Immediately gets bloodied. Firing into archers, getting a lot of friendly fire there. And I lose him. So that was a dumb move on my part. Really unnecessary. Should just had him kept back. Respond to a charge, not really just rush out there and deal with it. But yeah, take my reserves, come around here to answer this flank. There's a big blob here, yeah, which again, nice and tasty shots from my archers. But these Romena bowmen are out of ammunition. What I am a tasty shot for though are these skirmishers, who are still raining hell down on me. Right into the backs of these men, of course they're just seafarers and Belgar footmen, but you know, snagger javelins, not really the most expensive thing in the world. So Bold Champion, I think he just lost micro on these guys a little bit, and that allowed me to get a good few volleys on them as they were sort of stood still. Bold Champion, as armoured as they are and healthy as they are, they don't have shields. Seafarers, they got logged in melee for ages. They actually still had their javelins, and I just wanted to deal with these guys now, so that what little cav I had the cav advantage. Managed to break through on the right. These berserkers just stood for so long, and I had to just push past. I had to ignore them. Romena bowman, he changed his target. He knows exactly what I'm gonna do, and as painful as it is, I was happy enough for him to use his javelins on these Romena bowmen rather than you know, my infantry on the front lines. So okay, you know, and I still expected, once I made contact, I expected to crush them, but these guys start to waver. I guess it's the rear charge from both champions. Both champions, even though there's one guy, he's still frightening. So yeah, that sparks a rout in a minute. Again, Warg Riders, he's just got freedom to do this. You know, they don't have a great charge, but they can cut through archers quite nicely. Belgar footmen coming back, start charging them up around the side. Black Orcs to the mountain, quite high quality, really. Well, like for an orc, it's a good unit. So they're matching me. But the good thing is though, since he's sort of broken this line here and surrounded these men, that exposes his back to a bit of Belagar archer fire. That's his general right there. Yeah, so Goblin's King Bodyguard. 81 men still in that unit, yeah. What are we doing now? Yeah, 61 to 67. Balance of power is not in my favour, but the Royal Legion are men of loss. There's nothing over here that can answer them right now. And Blackmount Mountain Berserkers. Now, they were my target with these Seafarers. They still had a few volleys left, so I managed to push around. There's nothing more on the right flank to worry about. I'm taking javelin fire, but I was happy enough with that. That is a target I want them to use their javelins on. So, just Blackmount Mountain Berserkers, even as good as I've got my pikes, and as good as Numenorian infantry are, I was worried that these Berserkers were going to mince me. So that's why I've got my Seafarers using up their ammunition on them. A few Berserkers here just killing off the footmen. That's actually pretty good. Good for him. What 3 cavalrymen I have left, I'm just trying to kill skirmishers. Of course he's got them on guard mode, which is smart. So all I'm doing is just cutting down bit by bit. While he's sort of ignoring me. Actually, has he ignored me? Yeah, no, he has not. But he keeps running around, which is definitely for the best. You know, I'm pretty bad. Like when an enemy catches one of my archer units or one of my skirmisher units, I just leave them. You know, I let them fight, and yeah, it results in you getting more kills. But the better choice is for you to run. You know, you do more damage in the long run. So he was smart there. Managed to get these Belagar footmen. They're wavering, but they came all the way back. So I was wanting to come around, do a flank there, but these infantrymen have routed. There was only 11 of them left anyway, so I still have the high ground. So I'm willing to just throw myself into a charge, give more time for the Belagar archers to fire away, and give more time to sort of win across the field. These Berserkers were the only thing that could really kill off my infantry quite nicely, and the Berserkers are gone now. So the only things I'm really concerned about now are the Goblin King's Bodyguard, and just generally the numbers overall that he's got left. You know, my men are exhausted. The Belagar units can rout any second, and the units of quality that I've got are starting to really run down. He's still got that Bow's Champion unit. Damn. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I would have grabbed these two and tried to take him out, but had to leave behind something to deal with these Berserkers. Just couldn't have them charging in the back at a very inopportune moment. Belagar archers used up all of their ammunition, so in a moment I'm going to grab them and just throw them into the side of the Goblin King's Bodyguard. Shooting into the back here, so that's good. Very nice armour on them, of course, but a shot to the rear is always going to mess you up. Belagar footmen, yeah, there weren't many of them. I knew that wasn't going to do much, but as I say, buying time is what was important there. So they managed to come round. They've got a good flank on these sentinels, but the sentinels are exceptional pikes, so they can kind of deal with being a little bit flanked, and they're still going to rack up kills. And then the Royal Legion of Armenels have been able to come over here now. And 77 for 91. See, the balance of power is still crazy. I don't know, like, what is causing that. Maybe it's just the like very full unit of Goblin King Bodyguard that is making it do that. But yeah, I was looking at that though constantly, and I was like, does he have a hidden unit? Is there is there another unit of Black Mountain Berserkers hiding somewhere that he's just gonna pop out at some stage? But yeah, I love the look of the Mountaineer host. Yeah, they just look great, and I think it is definitely something that the Orcs of the Misty Mountain needed. So I'm pretty fond to see like how people use them. I don't use the Orcs of the Misty Mountains in field battles very often, but I love using them in sieges. So it's it'll be cool to check those out. the archers threw themselves. Oh, they're still 69. I thought they got absolutely cut to ribbons. They're of course not going to be a match for the Goblin King Bodyguard, but they're just there to complete the surround, hold them in place, and it's the pikes who are going to be finishing this off really well, or just my equality. Agrics the Mountain's still there, still these skirmishers, still throwing stuff. Only got one horseman left who's just trying to cut through them bit by bit. And yeah, I'll speed it up all the way now. We're just over yeah, that's at 1,000 frames now. So yeah, once I got everything surrounded and got my sort of good quality units in place, it was start to run them through pretty easily. I think losing my general earlier was a pretty scary moment for sure, but Numenor has the morale where they don't really need to worry about that too much. The Bellegarde units definitely though, and when I play as Numenor, I'm going to be using the Bellegarde units a lot because I like to have numbers, you know. So it's then so what do we have going on here? The nobles themselves racked up quite a lot of kills. A lot of skirmishers at the end, no doubt, just from those three guys. But everybody else, a few of the bulls champions and a few orc riders. But no, then the Romena Cav, I misused them. Definitely allowed them to get too deep behind enemy lines and surrounded, just cut to pieces. And Bulls champions as well, had a good go at them. It was just not used properly. I don't have to zoom down too much. My army's quite small. Bellegarde archers there, yeah, they did good. You know, I'm very happy with this unit, Bellegarde archers, definitely, because they were definitely the ones on the left that fired up into. Actually, were they? Maybe not. Because yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was really happy with just the slope and being able just to hit that blob constantly with archer fire. I think that really stabilized the left side, because the left side was where he was strongest. Well, his right side was where he was strongest, and had he just been able to collapse it and wipe me away before I sorted out the other flank, the right side, my right side. Whoa, those Sentinels, 423 kills. That's good. Yeah, chuffed with that. As I say, it's all just it's gobbles, little gobble infantry, but somebody's got to be gutting them. And the pikes actually, yeah, okay. No, I'm surprised about that 81 though, to be honest. Yeah, unsure how I did that. Probably they were just buckled out of place, but and they were sort of cut to pieces a bit. But the Romena infantry, though, like 300, 200, 200. I'm because I like men at arms. I like to have power in men at arms. As I say, like in the last battle, I tried to do that with the Serpent Guard, dismounted Serpent Guard, and I could see Numenor being very tempting because of this like very powerful men at arms, like standard men at arm unit, and you know, you can see from the kills there. So it's kind of cool. Seafarers. I like the Seafarers. You know, they can hold their own in melee. They're not bad in melee, and they're javelins too. So it's good. And then the Bellegarde Footmen, 138 kills from one of the Bellegarde Footmen, so that's cool. Yeah, that was the one with the armor upgrade, but you know, wouldn't have done a huge amount. But yeah, cool. I like Numenor. I will be sure to do a battle as. I should do a proper battle as Dorwinion. I was going to do a siege as Dorwinion, but what ended up happening with that? I think we just I think we just lagged out or something like that upon launching. We didn't really get to start it, unfortunately. And but I'll do the Shire just as a 1v1 battle or something like that. I don't know if the Shire fits my playstyle, but I'll give it a go. I will definitely play them in a few little scraps, just to check them out. But no, so that was 3 little 1v1s, and I I hope to do a lot more sort of 1v1s and sort of shorter battles and do these sort of combined videos. I don't know, I feel they come off quite naturally, you know. Oh, phone. That's a good cue for me to leave. So right, thank you.